catch 'em all.
Hey everyone, elitetrainercj here, and today we are going to be talking about Galarian Stunfisk. Is it too good for the PvP? Well, let's go ahead and let's get started and talk about Galarian Stunfisk. But before we do, make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so that way you won't miss another video. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get started. Alright, so Galarian Stunfisk is a ground and steel type, and it has completely taken over the Great League, and I will show you in just a second. Alright, so Galarian Stunfisk for the Great League, the ranked number 1 CP is 1498 with an attack stat of 108.3, defense of 130.3, and stamina of 179. As you can see, the defense and stamina on this thing is just spectacular. And then attack is not even that bad either. It is actually ranked number 3 out of all the Great League Pokemon. So you can definitely see how much this impacts the whole Great League system for when you do Great League and the Go Battle League, or if you're doing the Silpharina Leagues. So if Galarian Stunfisk is allowed in any of the future tournaments for the Silpharina, then it's gonna destroy everything. Going up against Registeel, it just destroys it with Mud Shot and Earthquake. It's insane. Let's go ahead and look at the Ultra League stats. It is going to be under 2500 CP, but that does not matter. You do want a 100% Stunfisk for it to be really good in Ultra League. It's actually ranked number 87 in the Ultra League, which is not really that bad, and there are better than that. Especially with Galarian form that I had to cover that is currently out. But anyways, the ranked number 1 CP is 2162 with an attack stat of 125.7, defense of 147, and stamina of 201. Really, this thing can take hits pretty well, as you can see with defense and stamina. So, I mean, not too surprising, right? Alright, let's go ahead and let's get into the weaknesses and resistances. Alright, so Stunfisk, of course, is a ground and steel type, or Galarian Stunfisk, and it is weak to fighting, fire, ground, and water type. So if you do have a Stunfisk as going up against a regular Stunfisk or a Galarian Stunfisk, then it might have a disadvantage because of the ground or water type moves that it could have. But it is 4 times resistance to poison type. It is also resistant to rock, electric, steel, psychic, normal, flying, fairy, dragon, and bug. You can see why this Pokemon is just so good in the Great League, just because of all those resistances. Yes, fighting type and fire type are pretty common, especially with water and ground type with your Swamperts. Those are pretty common in the Great League. Even if you go up against, like, let's say a Azumarill, Bubble's really gonna be the only water type move it's going to have. The other type of moves that it probably will have that people will use more often because have moves that can counter it. If you go for the steel type moves, it might have a fairy or a ice type move, which ice type does neutral damage and fairy does resistant damage. And Hydro Pump just takes too much energy for, you know, Azumarill to get it off against Stunfisk. So, but really, Stunfisk is just way too good for its own kind. Really, Stunfisk is actually good up against the fire type. It's just that steel type that kind of makes it weak to it. But even with these weaknesses, with that defense and stamina, it can actually tank pretty well. But anyways, let's get into the ideal moveset. So the ideal moveset is Mud Shot, Rock Slide, and Earthquake. There is also Metal Claw for the quick move, and then also Muddy Water and Flash Cannon, but of course Muddy Water is a terrible move. Flash Cannon takes too much energy, and you would rather go for Earthquake than Flash Cannon. Rock Slide would cover your flying or fire types, and then Metal Claw does not gain as much energy as Mud Shot. So that's why Mud Shot is definitely the ideal moveset. Anyways, let's get to the end. Alright, so is Galarian Stunfisk too good for PvP? Probably in the Great League, Ultra League, it's, you know, right up there as long as you have a perfect one matched out. But Galarian Stunfisk is really good, and it's probably better than Obsidian. It might be the best one, but there is also one more, Berserker, that I do have to cover, and we will see next week how good Berserker is against the Great League and Ultra League. But anyways, let me know what you think of Galarian Stunfisk down in the comment section down below. And also make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and that notification bell so that way you'll miss another video. I'm elitetrainercj, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.